In Western astrology, Vesta is one of the four major asteroids, along with Ceres, Pallas, and Juno, that are considered significant in a birth chart. Named after the Roman goddess of the hearth and home, Vesta symbolizes themes of devotion, focus, and sacred service. In Roman mythology, Vesta was associated with the eternal flame and the inner sanctum of both the home and the temple, representing purity, spiritual dedication, and guardianship of what is sacred. Essence of Vesta in astrology. 1. Sacred fire and devotion. Vesta represents the inner flame, the passion or cause that drives us. It's associated with how we dedicate ourselves to something greater, whether that be a career, a spiritual practice, or personal commitments. 2. Focus and commitment. The placement of Vesta in a birth chart indicates where and how we focus our energy, what we are willing to devote time and effort to. It shows where we are capable of intense concentration and where we can cultivate mastery or excellence. 3. Spiritual purity. Vesta also carries themes of sacred purity, not necessarily in a sexual sense, but in the ability to maintain clarity of purpose. It can symbolize celibacy or chastity for some, but more broadly, it relates to a focused dedication that is untainted by distractions. 4. Self-sufficiency and independence. Vesta's energy is self-contained and often associated with periods of solitude or retreat. It encourages an inward journey where one's inner light is tended without the need for external validation or attention. Healing and transformation. As a goddess tied to the hearth, Vesta is also connected to personal and spiritual healing. The flame is not only about devotion, but also about renewal and transformation, especially when it comes to maintaining boundaries and protecting one's inner space. Meanings of Vesta in a birth chart? In the houses. Vesta's placement in the natal chart by house shows the area of life where one is most likely to demonstrate focus, dedication, and perhaps some sacrifice. For example, Vesta in the 6th house might indicate a dedication to work or health, while in the 12th house, it could reflect a devotion to spirituality or a hidden cause. In the signs, the sign that Vesta is in can color how you express devotion and focus. For example, Vesta in Aries may devote energy to pioneering or leading a cause, while Vesta in Pisces may express through compassion, healing, or creative pursuits. Aspects. The aspects that Vesta makes to other planets can reveal how your devotion and sense of sacred duty interact with other areas of your life. A harmonious aspect to Venus might show devotion to love and beauty, while a challenging aspect to Mars could indicate difficulties in balancing personal desires with devotion to a cause. Keywords for Vesta: devotion, focus, sacred purpose, spiritual service, self-sufficiency, inner flame, purity, healing. In summary, Vesta in astrology speaks to what we hold sacred, how we channel our focus and dedication, and where we may find healing through solitude or spiritual service. It represents the fire within, which must be carefully tended to illuminate and guide one's journey. Vesta, the sacred flame in Leo. Vesta in Leo for Aries ascendant. Devotion to creativity and self-expression. For Aries ascendants, Vesta in Leo in the 5th house brings a focus on creativity, personal joy, and speculative ventures. These individuals may devote themselves to nurturing their creative talents or taking on leadership roles in educational or artistic settings. Focused on passionate self-expression, they are likely to channel their energy into projects that reflect their individuality, seeking recognition and fulfillment through creative pursuits or romantic connections. Challenges. The intense focus on self-expression can sometimes lead to egotism or a struggle with balancing personal desires and the needs of others in their creative work or relationships. Vesta in Leo for Taurus ascendant. Devotion to home and family. For Taurus ascendants, Vesta in Leo in the 4th house emphasizes a deep commitment to creating a harmonious and emotionally fulfilling home environment. These individuals may devote themselves to maintaining family traditions, ensuring the security and well-being of their loved ones. Focused on emotional leadership in the home. They may take on a leadership role within the family, ensuring that their home is a source of stability and pride. Challenges. Over-attachment to family or home life can create difficulties in accepting change or embracing new dynamics, leading to stubbornness in family matters. Vesta in Leo for Gemini ascendant, 3rd house. devotion to communication and skill development. For Gemini ascendants, Vesta in Leo in the third house places a sacred focus on communication, education, and personal skills. These individuals may be dedicated to improving their communication abilities, often using their intellect to inspire or lead others through writing, speaking, or teaching. Focused on intellectual leadership, there is a strong drive to use words and ideas to gain recognition and influence within their community or professional environment. Challenges, a tendency to dominate conversations or impose their ideas, may create tension in relationships with siblings, neighbors, or peers. Vesta in Leo for Cancer, a second house. Devotion to family and financial security. For Cancer ascendants, Vesta in Leo in the second house brings a focus on resources, family values, and financial well-being. These individuals may devote themselves to accumulating wealth and creating stability for their family, often seeing their financial success as a reflection of their personal worth. Focused on emotional fulfillment through wealth, they may prioritize building a strong financial foundation, viewing it as essential to their emotional security and sense of self-worth. Challenges. Overemphasis on material wealth as a source of emotional satisfaction may lead to possessiveness or difficulty in adapting to financial changes. Vesta in Leo for Leo ascendant, first house, devotion to personal identity and leadership. With Vesta in the first house for Leo ascendants, the sacred flame is focused on the self, identity, and personal expression. These individuals are deeply committed to their own personal growth and leadership, often seeing themselves as destined for recognition and influence. Focused on being the best version of themselves, they are likely to take pride in their ability to inspire others, devoting significant energy to improving themselves and showcasing their strengths. Challenges. Their strong desire for recognition may lead to challenges in balancing personal ego with humility, sometimes causing difficulties in their relationships if they become too self-centered. Vesta in Leo for Virgo ascendant, 12th house, devotion to inner strength and spiritual solitude. For Virgo ascendants, Vesta in Leo in the 12th house brings a focus on inner development, spiritual growth, and retreat from the external world. These individuals may devote themselves to exploring their inner emotional world, often through meditation, reflection, or spiritual practices. Focused on private healing and emotional solitude, there is a sacred devotion to understanding their subconscious mind, finding strength in solitude, and seeking emotional healing away from public life. Challenges. There may be a tendency to isolate themselves emotionally, struggling to express their inner feelings or share their spiritual journey with others. Vesta in Leo for Libra ascendant, 11th house, devotion to social causes and group leadership. For Libra ascendants, Vesta in Leo in the 11th house emphasizes a sacred focus on social networks, group endeavors, and collective ideals. These individuals may devote themselves to leading community projects or social movements, seeking to inspire others with their vision and passion. Focused on leading social circles, they may take on leadership roles in social groups or causes that align with their values, often using their charisma and influence to bring about positive change. Challenges. A desire for recognition within groups can sometimes lead to clashes with others or difficulty in collaborating when their leadership is questioned. Vesta in Leo for Scorpio ascendant, 10th house, devotion to career and public life. For Scorpio ascendants, Vesta in Leo in the 10th house brings a focus on career, reputation, and public achievements. These individuals are deeply committed to their professional goals and may work tirelessly to be recognized as a leader or authority in their field. Focused on professional leadership, they take pride in their accomplishments and may seek roles that allow them to shine in the public eye, often dedicating themselves to their career with a strong sense of purpose. Challenges. The intense focus on career success and public recognition may lead to workaholism or difficulties in balancing personal and professional life. Vesta in Leo for Sagittarius ascendant, 9th house, devotion to higher learning and spiritual leadership. For Sagittarius ascendants, Vesta in Leo in the 9th house emphasizes a dedication to philosophy, education, and spiritual growth. These individuals may feel called to lead or inspire others through their knowledge, teaching, or spiritual beliefs. Focused on inspiring through learning, they are likely to channel their energy into academic pursuits, religious or spiritual leadership, or travel, often seeing these activities as sacred paths to personal fulfillment and wisdom. Challenges. The need for recognition in academic or spiritual circles may cause them to become overly attached to their beliefs or positions, making it difficult to remain open to new ideas or perspectives. Vesta in Leo for Capricorn ascendant. Devotion to transformation and emotional depth. For Capricorn ascendants, Vesta in Leo in the 8th house brings a focus on personal transformation, emotional intimacy, and managing shared resources. These individuals may devote themselves to exploring the deeper, often hidden aspects of life, particularly in areas related to emotional vulnerability and shared finances. Focused on emotional leadership in intimate relationships, they may seek to lead in relationships, guiding their partners through emotional or financial transformations with a sense of duty and protection. Challenges. The intense focus on control and shared resources or emotional intimacy may lead to power struggles or difficulties in letting go of old patterns. Vesta in Leo for Aquarius ascendant, 7th house. Devotion to partnerships and public recognition. For Aquarius ascendants, Vesta in Leo in the 7th house emphasizes a sacred focus on partnerships, particularly marriage or long-term business relationships. These individuals may feel a deep commitment to creating balanced and harmonious partnerships, often seeking recognition and admiration through their role within these relationships. Focused on emotional expression in relationships, they are likely to prioritize emotional communication and leadership within their partnerships, striving to create mutual respect and admiration. Challenges. The need for validation from their partner or the public may lead to insecurities or difficulties in maintaining balance if they feel their efforts are not appreciated. Vesta in Leo for Pisces ascendant, 6th house. Devotion to work and service. For Pisces ascendants, Vesta in Leo in the 6th house brings a focus on daily work, service, and health routines. These individuals may devote themselves to their job or a cause, seeking to lead or inspire others through their dedication to their work and personal well-being. Focused on leadership in daily routines, they may excel in roles where they can take charge of projects or teams, often bringing a creative flair to their work while ensuring that their health and daily habits support their goals. Challenges. There may be a tendency to overcommit to work or health routines, leading to burnout or difficulty finding a healthy balance between service and personal needs.